have to sit down at the end of the day with these people. Like I can't just be saying, yeah, Brooke Monk is fit, like, and that's the end of it. Where if I have
Mm.
to come home to that one every day after whatever I'm at, like,
Mm.
is that gonna be good or not? Because I mean, she can look 10 out of 10, but if she's an absolute knob, you know, it's
Yeah.
not worth it. It just ain't worth it. Whereas, you know, I don't even know how to say this one's name. I think it's Margot or something like that. It's
Marco.
Margaux. Sounds like Margot.
Oh.
Well, that's how I imagine the French boy said. I don't know. I didn't do French, but I reckon she'd just be sound with you. Like she
Yeah.
knows. She knows. She's a good woman.
I don't know, man. There's no one on TikTok now that, well, except for Addison Rae. That's an obvious one, but like I don't really find these hidden gems.
Like who?
Hmm.
Man, there was one I followed on TikTok for a long time that I thought was an absolute 10, but I forgot her name now because she was just she was a 10, but I couldn't follow her content because she was such a fucking self-entitled asshole that I just had to get rid of her.
God bless her.
Like it was her, and that was the end of it. Like, and
Yeah.
and that took her from a 10 to fucking a 2 real quick. Like, there was no coming back at that stage for her.
So are you under like what if you were to put a percentage on it? How important is looks in comparison to personality?
Like, obviously you want to look at your woman and be like, oh, holy fuck, you know what I mean? That's my woman. Look at her. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I get you. I get you.
but at the same time, you actually have to live your life with this woman.
Yeah.
Like, she's not just there to be looked at. Do you know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah.
Like, I, I think 50-50 is the obvious answer. Like,
Yeah.
you want her to look well and you want her to be sound. But,
Yeah.
like when you think about it more, you're thinking, like, obviously I'm going to be looking at this one a lot, but, I'm going to have to be dealing with a lot more than looking at her for whatever. So
Yeah.
I reckon 60-40 on heavy side on personality. Like,
Mm.
that's just what I
Yeah.
reckon. That's it. Like,
That's fair.
because the like of Addison Rae, like, you couldn't be just sitting there with Addison Rae and like, yourself. If you were with Addison Rae, man, you'd have to be making fucking dances and the whole lot. Like, would you really be up to that? Like,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could put up with it now.
you know. eh, Whereas, would you not just want someone who's like fairly nice looking and you can just hang out
Yeah.
and that's it. You're good to go, good as gold.
Mhm.
She'd be there for the taking, all right.
Susan Boyd.
Like,
Getcha. I understand.
I don't know, like, cause like I reckon I'm just being picky now, but like that one's accent. Oh, stop! I couldn't. I had the conversation and I said that I'd actually consider learning French just so
Yeah.
she didn't have to speak in English.
I know. No, that's a bit far. I think that's. I don't know. I think that is you being a bit picky, to be honest with you.
But like, see how, like, I'm saying I learn French. Like, I'm not saying she has to keep her mouth shut. You know what I mean? Like usually I just say this one I'd have to keep her mouth shut, like. But for this one, you know, I'm willing.
Go the extra mile.
Like, I reckon I could do it.
Learn French.
Like, I wouldn't be perfect by any means or measure, but I reckon I could get fairly consistent. Like, just chatting, just chatting with her, like, and that'd be good enough for me. You know. But then it's like, this one learned English, and I won't even speak it with her.
Yeah.
And then what if she's chatting like what if she's chatting, oh, I don't like this fella's English, or this fella's French.
I reckon you just scrap the whole French idea and just put up with her English.
But, like, I couldn't.
You could, man. Like, just, like...
I actually despise American accents, man.
So what? Like...
Well, I think you're overseeing this. You're seeing it as a minor detail.
You see, I'm not. I don't think I'm overseeing it at all, to be honest.
Man, do you understand?
I feel like, I feel like, listen, right? I feel like if this opportunity was presented to you, and you had the opportunity to go out with this one, and you were in a relationship with her, I don't think the way she speaks would be a big deal if it actually happened in real life. I don't think you'd be contemplating learning French. I think you'd be able to put up with it. You know, I think right now in the moment as you're speaking, I feel like you're saying to yourself, "Oh yeah, man, I'd learn French because I won't be able to put up with it." But no, man, if it happened in real life, you'd be able to put up with it. You just would.
Like you understand actually how much we're going to have to speak, like, on a daily basis.
Maybe I don't understand where you're coming from, because I just can't really relate to you. There's no real accent out there that really gets on my nerves to the point of like I'd actually contemplate learning another language just to put up with my girlfriend, like.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, you're gonna have to chat to this woman for God knows how long every night.
Yeah.
And if it's something that bothers you, then you know what I mean. You're gonna, and you know how they get, man. You know how women get. Like, just if I'm in the bad books, man, and that oh, stop with some American accent, you know, give me the sauce. Give me every.
For me, like, American accent, like, that's not a problem. Like, it's just not. That's why I think I just can't relate to you or get with you at all, because like that's just not a problem for me. Like, I heard that one talk, I'd be able to put up with that. Like, it's just, well, like, even saying put up with it, like what do I mean even put up with it? Like, it's just the way she speaks. Like, she speaks grand English, like, fair folks to her. Like,
it's not the English that's the issue for me. I
know it's the accent, but it's just but it's just
I'd rather her have fucking poor English than that accent.
I just can't get with that at all, to be honest.
Like, what's something that would really bother you about it?
I don't know, like poor hygiene, like stuff like that, like stuff that's actually like that may be visible to the eye, or maybe a personality trait. Like, that's the kind of stuff that annoy me. It won't be like a fucking, like, the way she talk. Like, obviously, if you're talking like Jodie, now maybe, you know, and you're using all this like vulgar language and all this, like, I'm not a fan of that. But like, if it's just your accents, like, I don't really mind. I don't care.
No. What if we're talking fucking Janice from Friends, man? You're telling me you're putting up with that one?
That's different, man.
That's not different. That is not different.
That is absolutely different,
man. Like, the two of their accents get on my nerves equally.
But there's a difference in how Janice talks and how that Frenchman's talk and how that
But
Frenchman talks.
it bothers me equally. Like,
Well, I
there's
don't know,
no.
man. I can't get with that, man. Like that's a character intentionally made to sound annoying by the actress and by the show. Like
Yeah.
that is just completely, I don't really different to how can you even compare those two? Like Janice
Because
is
that's
made purposely to be annoying.
yeah, but like I know that the intention is that she's annoying, but the two of them just annoy me equally. Like they're both as
I
bad
don't
as
know
each other
how.
for me. Like
I don't know how. I don't know how I could. I just can't get with you. I just can't. I just can't. It's not. It's not that I'm. It's not that I'm choosing not to get with you. It's just. I think it's just. Like if this one actually came up to you in real life, like I'm thinking to myself, like, is it really going to be that much of a problem?
like if we're being
Because
realistic, no, like you're gonna deal with it. But I'm just saying, like,
that's it. That's the thing. Like, let's be realistic about it. Like,
but I'm speaking, you know, like she's gonna sound like that every night, and it's gonna bother me at some stage or another.
but I can understand that accents can be annoying to listen to or whatever. But it's like to go to the point where you're gonna learn a new language and like all this. It's just no.
But communication and speaking is undeniably a huge part of it. Like,
It is, man. But I wouldn't go to that extent. Like I'm fairly sure, especially with that French one. Like to even say I'd be able to put up with it is just it's a bit disrespectful to say the least. Like I'd obviously be able to put up with it. Like it's not even annoying. It's not even an annoying accent to me, at least. It may be to you, but I definitely wouldn't go as far as to fucking learn a new language to specifically communicate with this one just because I didn't like the way she sounded.
like I feel like you're. I know I keep saying it, but I feel like you're kind of overseeing it. Like,
I'm being realistic. I'm not. I'm just not overseeing it because I'm trying to. I understand where you're coming from. I do, but I just can't get with it because stuff like that isn't a problem for me.
but okay, there was something that's a problem for you that's kind of trivial, but not, you know.
Like,
You kind of have to draw comparisons to your own. Do you know what I mean? Because if it's not something that bothers you, then of course you're going to be obliged to go for one side rather than the other. But you know,
I don't even know. I can't even think of like something that's like really not a big deal, but like it's just something that I dislike. It's just more so. I don't even know.
like poor
I don't think
hygiene
I
and
have.
stuff is not exactly trivial. You know, because that's like, I feel like
That is a bit of.
most people would be like, yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about that. But
yeah.
that like
But
I understand that an accent is like, yeah, man, that's just a bit stupid. Like, you know,
I don't think I have any really. I don't think I have complaints about like the likes of that. Like it's just more so the obvious things. Like it's just that kind of stuff just doesn't bother me at all. Like it just doesn't. And that's why I can't get with you because I just can't relate to you at all in that department.
and I want to feel like it's something that I could let grow on me. Like, yeah, if I'm given time, like I'm just gonna get used to it and it's gonna be fine. But I just think that's gonna be something that's always stick out to me. Like, oh,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
there's so many things that annoy me about relationships and all that.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
But sure, look, it is what it is now at this stage. It is what it is.
It's just what it is.
Like, is there anyone out there that you'd say, yeah, I'd absolutely love to get with that one, but, and now don't be like, oh, but she's a celebrity, like, not something like that. You know what I mean?
I know. Uh, like I'm trying to avoid the obvious ones, like a personality trait, or like you said, fucking poor hygiene or something like that. I'm trying to think of
Right.
like someone who I would be attracted to, but it's just maybe there's a certain feature that I'm just a bit iffy on. I just can't think of anything.
Uh, what if, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Would you ever be like, I don't know, because of someone's job? I reckon someone's
No.
job would ever be an issue.
Well,
I
it
know if you're
depends.
going to
Like,
be like a stripper or something, but like,
yeah, but like shit like that. But like,
like
if you're
normal
working,
jobs.
like like if you're working maybe a fucking, I don't know, minimum wage job, like I don't really care. Like
Yeah.
if I get on with the person and I like the person, I guess that's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah. What about if they had like, if they were just pure stupid, like just actually clapped beyond belief? Like they were pure nice, pure, you know, everything you were looking for, but they were just simple, like just really simple.
like like you
Like
can't even like make toast simple.
no, not that simple, but like putting the electric kettle on the hob because you thought it was fucking one of them ones,
Ugh,
you know, like something like that, or
that's so hard to say.
yeah,
But it would be a problem.
it would be
But depending on
absolutely
how much I
infuriating.
like this, yeah, it would. But it just again it depends on how much I like the person and how much I get on with them. But
Yeah.
there's no denying that it would be frustrating. But it's hard to say because you know I could really like the person and I could get on with them.
Uh, I don't know.
I just don't have. I don't think I have any complaints about just things that you wouldn't really think about.
Yeah. Or let's see. What if she was a heavy drinker?
Uh, like I'm trying to think of it realistically. Like it's easy to say like, oh no, 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 but like again, if you like the person, if you get on with them, but you can help them. Like, are they just a lost cause? Like, are they just like they're just never gonna recover from it?
Well, like when I say they're a heavy drinker, I wouldn't be like, yeah, they drink fucking 17 pints every day, but it's to a point where they can't drink without getting like piss drunk, but they're not drinking every single day. Like
Uh,
it's enough to cause issues, but not like life changing. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like, but like that can cause a lot of issues in your personal life,
Yeah,
you know.
I can't.
So I'd lean towards yes, but again, there's always a chance you can help them, and you know, yeah, it's just iffy. But I would generally lean towards. I don't think I don't know.
Jesus, no, you'd be doing well to find a woman, but if she was taller than you,
Oh, oh Jesus, 6 foot 4 or 6 foot 3.5, and oh Jesus.
He'd be doing fucking well to find a woman that big now.
I would. I fucking would. Like, Jesus Christ.
That'd be an
That's
issue.
actually kind of only dawned on me now. There's actually,
Yeah, there's fuck
like,
all
there is
chance.
just, yeah, there's like actually fucking no chance. Like, well, there is a chance, but like, there's
Yeah,
just.
man, the women in fucking NBA, like, for sure, look. Like, I actually can't think of anyone that's fucking 6 foot.
Neither can I. Oh, the fucking tall girl. Do you ever see that film?
No, but I've been told about.
Oh yeah, I think she's like 6'1".
So, you wouldn't go for a woman that's taller than you.
Probably not taller than me. Maybe creeping up on me. Maybe, yeah. But I probably wouldn't go. I would probably wouldn't go out with someone who's actually like taller than me. Yeah.
What if she was like... What if she was like 5'11", 6 foot, and every time you go out she's putting on a pair of heels, like, and she's fucking up with you. You know what I mean?
I think that's alright. I know it's the heels that, you know, she's essentially as tall as me then with the fucking heels, you know, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I think I'd be able to put up with it maybe. Again, depending if I like the person or not. But I reckon I'd be able to.
What about if they were a smoker?
Ooh, how much? Like, do they smoke every day?
Well, yeah, but like, when I say reasonable, but I mean, is there really any reasonable amount to smoke? But we're saying like 10 a day maybe. Well, no, not 10, because that is a lot. That is considerable.
That is an awful lot.
Like 6, 7, 8 a day.
I don't think I would. I don't think I'd be able to, because that's just.
What if you were going with this one and then she started smoking?
So at first, when I first met her and when we started getting into a relationship, she wasn't smoking at the time, but then eventually she began to smoke.
Yeah.
That's a bit different. Man, I keep saying it, but it's such a fucking cop out. But like, it just depends on the fucking how much you like the person. It's just so hard to say.
What if she was, you know, doing illegal shit, like, I don't know, money laundering or something.
Oh no, I couldn't get in with that now.
Like, but what if she made you like no part of it? It was just all her doing her own shit.
I don't know. I don't think I could get with that. I don't think I could. I don't think I'd be able to. Like, even if I wasn't a part of it, like, I'm just not comfortable with that.
No. This is a biggie. This is a biggie.
There's a big one.
She's a Liverpool fan.
Oh, do you know what? I think I would. It's a bit competitive. Yeah, I like that.
But
obviously, I'd prefer if she was a United fan and she actually was a genuine United fan. She wasn't just a plastic who just said she was. Yeah, you know. But I think if she was actually a Liverpool fan, I think it'd actually be funny. Be a bit funny.
But what if she was a plastic Liverpool fan and just whenever they beat United, that was it. Like, that's all she gave a fuck about, and nothing else. Or whenever they won a trophy.
Oh.
And she makes you hang out fucking "You'll Never Walk Alone" flags out your window. Like.
I think I could probably put up with it, maybe. I don't know. I'd lean towards I'd put up with it. But that's an iffy one. That is an iffy one.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
oh,
know.
would you be able to put up with a?
Like a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, like a genuine Liverpool fan.
Like, see, I feel like there's two types of Liverpool fans. I feel like there's the ones that just actually understand. Okay, we're halfway. Well, and I mean we're good now. We're good. Like, but
Yeah.
like the ones that are just fucking deluded. Like, if she was absolutely deluded now, I don't know. Like, if she was trying to tell me fucking James Milner was the best centre mid to ever grace the Premier League, like,
Or that Jordan Henderson was the actual player of the year.
then I'd have to be like, no, like just that actually pissed me off. Like, I genuinely get pissed off. Like, no, just shut up. But if she just knew, okay, we're good now, and I'm that just respect it for what it is, then okay, maybe
Yeah.
yeah, you're all right. Like, or if like when United are playing Liverpool, if she's all up in my face now when fucking Lallana's coming into the box, oh get out of the way.
Oh.
No, I couldn't be dealing with that either. Like, play the game respectfully. Like, I'm not gonna mug you off. Well, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna mug you off when you go and lose to Watford or whatever. I'll just be, I'll be happy, but I won't be mugging you off. Like,
Yeah. You see, I think I'm the opposite. I think I would mug them off.
have a man like, could you like imagine she's on a period, man, or something, and then you're after mugging her off about Liverpool getting mugged off by Troy Deeney and fucking like it's over. It's
I don't
actually
know.
over for you.
Maybe maybe when we beat them, I'll mug her off. But if they go and lose to someone like Watford, I'd like you say, I'd be happy about, but I'd keep it to myself.
Because I feel, well, not only like do I just I just feel like that's kind of a bit muggy. Well, it's not really, like I'd only love to do it, but you get yourself in trouble. But I feel like there'd be many more instances where we could get mugged off. Like,
Yeah, true that,
like
I guess. Yeah.
there's well more opportunity for her to mug us off.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if she had loads of piercings?
Uh, I don't mind piercings. Actually, oh, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
What would you not want?
Yeah, like a piercing, like
Yeah.
just simply because it just constantly remind me of Evo, the fucking nose ring. Like I actually won't be able to stop thinking about Evo.
See, I just don't like the nose ring because it makes you look like a fucking cow with a ring in your nose.
Yeah.
And, well, Nevo as well, but fuck off. Oh.
God bless Evo.
Now, there you fucking go. What if she had OnlyFans?
Oh, she had OnlyFans.
What if she had OnlyFans? Would you still be...
Wait. No.
What?
No. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, I'm sorry. I'd have to decline. Like, I think it's just...
See, I feel like...
No, I couldn't. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I feel like today's society would tell you that you're an absolute misogynistic cunt for saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, because it's all going to be like, oh, it's empowering for women to make money by doing whatever the fuck they want with whatever the fuck they want. And while on some parts that's true, I mean, I'm not saying OnlyFans, I'm not saying I don't want to hang around because you're making money on OnlyFans. I'm saying that because you're supposed to be my woman, and not every man's woman for a fucking €10 a month or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so some things are supposed to be private between us.
That's
And
it, yeah.
While it is your body, and it's more of a respect issue.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
like
think I
even
could.
if she was what if it's Addison Rae, like and she has a great personality.
Yeah.
You really like her. Would you be able to do it?
No.
Not a chance.
No, and then I'm gonna have shit coming at me like, oh, that's just your insecurities because, you think you're not good enough for her, and that other men are gonna have a chance and all this shit. But at the end of the day, it's not that. It's just that's my fucking woman. Like, that's it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's unreasonable.
It's not. Like, for me, it'd be very uneasy knowing that there's lads out there pulling the bikini themselves to my girlfriend naked and all that shit. But like, I know that's not the main part of it, but that's just a certain part of it that I just feel very uncomfortable just knowing that that's actually happening.
Yeah. You won't know. Yeah, I don't think I could do the OnlyFans situation.
Yeah, neither could I know, to be honest.
Do you know, actually, I was on Yubo there a while ago, and anyway, I was doing as I do, asking people what they make in Evo and their OnlyFans, and and your one told me that your man Jamie has OnlyFans as well.
Are you serious?
Apparently he has OnlyFans, and apparently he's fucking packing.
Come on, the Jamie lad.
Apparently he's fucking packing, I was told by some young one on Yubo about fucking weeks ago.
God fucking bless.
They must be making bank between the pair of them, but they're everybody's fool.
That's it, yeah.
Especially that fucking, what's her name, Nee Flynn.
Oh yeah.
Nee Flynn has the pair of them in the palm of her hand now. Jamie only lives up the road from her. See, I know I chatted a lot of shit about Nevo, but I reckon, like, I have some respect for Nevo, only, well, for the pair of them really, because, like, I know that they have this kind of, this persona of just being, like, so ignorant and arrogant, but I reckon a lot of it is put on to get attention in...
Oh, definitely, 100%, yeah.
In both right and wrong ways to just grow their fan base. Like, I don't reckon half of the shit Nevo says she actually believes. I reckon she's just saying it because she knows it's controversial and it'll get a gathering.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
But at the same time, don't I think, Nevo's living in a caravan with fucking veneers, like, maybe she does believe half of this shit. It's hard to tell, because I feel like that's common knowledge at this stage, that if you create controversy then you're going to get a gathering. But
yeah,
actually I feel like that's a lot of how a lot of people have their fan base now. They're at a point where some of the shit they say is so diluted, but it's actually that diluted that you can't really tell if they're being real or not anymore. Like, prime example is Mark Goldbridge. Like,
exactly. I was about to say, like, fucking the likes of him and Boovie, they've made careers off of it.
Like you'd like to believe that half the shit Mark Goldbridge says he doesn't believe, but he's actually come across as so deluded that you wouldn't know if he's being honest or not.
Yeah.
But then again, I think, how can a man like Mark Goldbridge chat so much shit and have a family and 4 and a wife and
Yeah.
and have a fucking son that looks like Umty?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, I don't know.
I reckon his opinions on football are real. However, when it comes to Twitter, I feel like a lot of it is to gather attention from the likes of, like, Arsenal fans, like, to kind of bait them a little bit. Like when he says that Martial is, like, the best striker in Europe, like, I don't think he's actually being real. Like, I don't think he's being real at all. Because when I watch the United stand sometimes, and, like, I listen to him talk, and like you may laugh, but he's a smart guy. Mark is like he's like sometimes he actually speaks such sense, but it's just with the whole Twitter thing where it's like, he's out here saying that, fucking, Pepe is just a fucking Poundland, Nathan Redmond and all this and that, Martial is fucking the best striker in the world. It's like, that's all just complete bollocks to bait other rival fans, like, for attention, like, 100%. Like, there's no way he's actually being serious when he says all that shit, like.
Like, there's no doubt that Martial isn't the best striker in Europe, or like, there's no doubt he isn't. Like, but at the same time, you say, look, Martial is on fire at the moment for his standards. So
Yeah.
that's where you say, like, that Mark could actually believe himself. Like, he could actually believe that.
Yeah.
But like, you just look at the stats and you see, like, I don't even fucking need to tell you, man. Lewandowski or whoever is outperforming him fucking 100 times over. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't fucking know if he, like, I can't make my mind up with him.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, there's a certain element of realism there. Like, it'd be stupid if you went like, oh, Jesse Lingard, because it's fucking Jesse Lingard. But because
it's too unbelievable.
Yeah, but because it's Martial and he has been pretty good recently, there is an element of realism there. But I just don't believe it. I think he is just saying it to bait other rival fans. Like, I just don't believe it, because after what, like, I've watched him for so long and he said so many, like he has put a lot of good points out there. Like, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to football. But I think it's just, I think all of that Twitter shit is kind of just debate and just to gather the attention of other rival fans to kind of annoy them a little bit.
But I mean, like, Pepe has been shit as well. Like, Pepe has actually been shit. So it's not like he can. It's not like. I reckon he is very clever in what he does, because you can't totally mark off what he says, but at the same time, it's just bollocks. Like.
Yeah.
Like, Nathan Redmond, like, we all know that fella now isn't fucking any great shakes. But Pepe hasn't been great either. So, I mean, is he as useful as just having Nathan Redmond at this stage? I don't know.
And then he calls fucking Lacazette the French Charlie Austin as well. Like, he just goes off on these boys. Like,
yeah, nah, I don't know. Charlie Austin and Lacazette are just incomparable. Like, one plays in the fucking championship, one plays in a top fucking 6 team. Well, not this season, top 6, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think most of it is just down to him trying to get under the skin of, like, Arsenal fans and all that, especially like fucking Arsenal fan TV. Like, it's just that's why it doesn't surprise me anymore, because it's kind of like there's a bit of like a joke and like a bit of banter between those two. So
yeah. See, I don't watch any of the other. I just watch Mark. I don't watch Arsenal fan TV or the kickoff or any of that. Like,
yeah, I watch the kickoff, and I watch Mark Goldbridge, and I watch Hugh Wizzy, and that's about it when it comes to like football channels.
Who's Boovy? Is he a City or the?
He's the City fan.
And would he say shit like Mark says? Like, would he say like fucking Aguero is the second coming of Jesus or something?
But you see, there's, like I says, there's an element of realism when it comes to Mark, even though I feel like a lot of it is bait. Like, there is a bit of hidden truth behind what he says. Yeah. However, with Boovy, it's just not truth at all. Like, it's just pure. Like, I don't believe he believes what he's saying.
What does he say, or what has he said? I don't know anything he said.
A prime example, Ederson should be in the team of the decade. That's like fucking ridiculous. Like, and I just don't think like you can be that unself-aware. Like, the fella got laughed off the kickoff because he said that, and it's just like, there's no way you can't be that self-aware. Like these boys are actually just having you on. Like they're absolutely fucking laughing at you, and like you're sitting there trying to fight your case that fucking Ederson should be in the team of the decade, and it's just like
Yeah.
what?
Because I mean, at that point, like, you're not sitting around with people who don't know what they're talking about, even if they are a bit
Yeah.
fucking cuckoo sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
if you're getting laughed at, like, not even just like, oh man, no, that's just wrong. You're actually getting laughed at.
exactly.
You can't just sit there and think like, no, that's right what I'm saying.
I know.
You can't.
That's why he annoys me so much, because it's just like, and the problem is I am the problem. That's what he wants. He wants
Yeah.
me to get annoyed,
He
but
wants
it's,
it to
and
be
I
fun.
just do it because even though I know what he's saying is complete bollocks, but it's just he's just so annoying.
See, the thing that I really don't like about football is that people can make a case for any point that they want. Like, just somehow. There's ways and just making a point that's just bollocks. Like, the same way the last day I read that Nicolas Pepe had more goals in games for Arsenal than Ronaldo had at that same amount of games. Like,
Yeah, I know.
but nobody mentioned the fact that he has fucking 5 years more experience. Like,
I know exactly.
and then they show the trophies that each player had won by Pepe's current age, and it's clear that just stop. It's just
fucking
bollocks.
stupid. Yeah.
You can make a case for any point you want. Like, I could go and tell you now that fucking Pepe Reina is better than Ter Stegen, and I could go and back it up.
By seeing how many fucking clearances he has off the line or some
Yeah.
some bollocks, like
Or-
it's just absolute bollocks.
Or his fucking, how far he can kick the fucking kick out.
Yeah, like
Oh, stop. Fucking disgraceful.
that's just by far my fucking least favorite thing about the most annoying one though by far. Well, like the Pepe and Ronaldo one was annoying, but it's like the fucking did you see the tackle success percentage with Trent and Wan-Bissaka?
No.
And it was just like, even though Wan-Bissaka fucking made over double the amount of tackles, like I think
Yeah.
the two of them had like a 66% success percent rate or something like that.
Right.
But it's like, it's just absolute bollocks. Like,
So Wan-Bissaka had attempted more challenges, therefore his percentage had more opportunity to be lower than.
yeah,
But they were taking it that Trent had a higher one because he was more successful. Well, I mean, he was more successful, but in a smaller, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
it's just bollocks how people try to bring up like debates that have already been settled. Like, I thought this was established that Wan-Bissaka was better at defending and Trent was better at attacking. Like, it's just. It's just
The thing
bollocks.
that it's another thing that bothers me. They're playing in two different fucking systems altogether. Like,
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka is there to fucking sit at fullback, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Trent's job isn't to play fullback in his team. He's more of a wing back. Like,
Yeah.
you can't fucking. It's like going to the zoo and comparing a fucking giraffe to an alpaca. Like, they're not doing the same fucking thing. Like, it's so clapped. Like, it pisses me off. And another thing that I always see is people saying that the treble was overrated.
Ugh.
How can a treble be overrated? Like, how?
Oh, stop the tapes.
Like, don't even get me started. It's fucking disgusting.
fucking is.
Do you reckon that letter's ever coming back from me, Sarah?
Oh, I don't know, man. I think that ship is sailed. I just don't think. I don't. Actually, I don't know. Odds are it won't, but you know.
Because the last fella that got his letter back, he said he was waiting like 2 years.
Has a year already gone by?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I remember I was working in fucking Tesco.
So
Wait, sure.
we...
I have the fucking pictures on my phone the day we sent. Just check the date on them. There's fucking... What's her face? What's your one's name, man?
Jody.
No, do you remember I was showing you the video of your one that I thought was fit but isn't? But you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
What was her name?
Oh jeez, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't think you told me her name. I think you just said, "Oh, this one I thought was fit." She wasn't.
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Jessica.
Jessica.
I think. I reckon it's Jessica. Where are these pictures? Do you reckon Nevo ever just thinks back to that time that she gave show out Ray?
Nah, I think she didn't realise how iconic that line would be.
Hello. Where the fuck are these pictures, man? They're there. November we sent them, so actually a year hasn't gone by.
God bless. So another year and a bit, and maybe we get the letters back.
Maybe.
Can you say hi to me? I can. Hi.
That's my favourite one.
Keep it down.
Go away.
Fuck up, bless.
Oh no, here it comes.
Hi, Audrey.
No.
My friends Ray and I love your content. Greetings from Ireland. Hi. Hi, I'm Zach. I hope that you get happy.
My friend Ray and I love your content. Like, what does she even post? Just her singing, is it?
Yeah? Do you not love it?
I rate it.
I love it.
Love is a strong word, but I rate it though. I rate the singing. I think she's a talented one.
Really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Things that ball so much.
He wins the ball so much. That right back, something special, he says.
Man of the match for today. I think that right back's something different. I think Aaron is brilliant. He wins. You look emotional, mate. I'm with you. Let it out. He wins that ball so much.
Brilliant.
Why are you getting emotional? Why are you getting I'm with you. We've dropped 2 points today. It hurts you. This is how much it means to my boy Mickey here. Live from Red, I can see it means a lot to you. It is in your life and in your blood. I'm sure you're
Like, do you reckon we're gonna win a league by the time he's dead?
Ah, yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, we have a league now in the next 4 to 5 years.
Let's go, Mickey.
Like, my favourite part is you can just hear his voice when he's like, you can just hear he's talking normally, and then the emotions get too much for him, and you can hear that moment in his voice.
He
I think
wins.
that right back's something different. I think I think Aaron is
Right
brilliant.
there. When he says Aaron is brilliant, that's when the emotion take over.
I think that right back's something different. I think I think Aaron is brilliant. He wins. You look emotional, mate. I'm with you. Go on, let it out. He wins that ball so much. Why are you getting emotional? Why is it upset you? I'm with you. We've dropped 2 points today. It hurts you. Yeah. So look, this is how much it means to my boy Mickey here. Lifelong Red. I can see it means a lot to you. It is in your life and in your blood.
Oh, stop.
Oh man, it's just funny when like the fucking memes that was made out of that, like when your CDM on pro clubs puts a shift in or something like that. He would stop ball so much.
Sat behind there, sulking in his chair. The only goal he was Wayne Rooney. He tried. What do you give? He's on a 6-year contract. He's best mates with Fergie. They claim
Give it gigs there at the end of the season.
Next Tuesday, Fool's Day. He's the biggest fool in Manchester, and that is you, David Moyes. You have lost the fans tonight. You don't deserve the fans. You don't deserve anything from this club. You got the job on a technicality of a legend who's recommended you. You had nothing. You had a fool, and you had a waste of time. Good night.
Good night.
Andy Tate. Andy Tate knows.
Give it gigs there till the end of the season.
He's speaking facts, there he is.
He fucking is.
He's taking no bollocks.
He isn't.
Give
it gigs there.
Do you remember that time we went to Dublin and we were just rattling everything off on the bus?
Yeah.
Fucking McTominay.
Yeah, I remember that day.
Rashid. The whole lot of them. Everyone was something.
Yeah. So it was before I told you that day, I remember. Didn't go to sleep that night.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Don't know why you didn't go to sleep.
I felt like a fool.
I just remember waking up at like 4:30 and having a shower. And
4:30.
yeah, and I just remember fucking leaving one eye closed at a time. Oh fuck, man! I'm brushing my teeth and I was going that hard that I fucking pulled the toothbrush on my head.
Oh fucking bless. You got the job on a technicality.
I'm a legendary recommended job. Do you reckon Andy Tate knows he's a fool?
No, I reckon he thinks he's the GOAT.
So there's a line between him and Mark Goldbridge.
Yeah.
Because they both kind of chat the same bollocks. Well, not exactly the same bollocks, but they come out with the same accusations.
You are nothing. You're a few.
Do you reckon Martial is the best striker in Europe?
No. I have to be honest, no.
Do you reckon he's the best striker in the league?
No.
Do you reckon he's the best striker at Man United?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he's the best striker in outside of the top three?
Yeah.
So you take Martial over Aubameyang?
Yeah. But that's just the case for because Arsenal fans, you know, they'd obviously say Aubameyang. United fans, they'd say Martial because I was just devastated when Martial missed the 2 months of the Premier League. Like, he scored 17 goals without penalties.
Yeah.
And he missed 2 months of the Premier League season. I reckon if he didn't get injured, I reckon he would have broken the 20 mark and people would be going on about him.
Yeah. Do you reckon we'd be in the top three?
Hmm?
Do you reckon we'd be in the top three?
This season?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, do you reckon we'd be in the top three if Anthony had been in, if he wasn't injured last season?
We did we not? We finished third.
Oh, so we did. I forgot.
All the negative shit that's happening. I forgot as well, to be honest. Or nearly anyway.
All I know is Jesse Lingard scored in the fucking 96th minute.
Love a bit of Jesse.
Jesse Lingard. Poor Jesse, man.
Poor Jesse. Where did it all go wrong from?
He was Messi Lingard fucking 4 years ago, and now he's a joke.
Yeah. Like, I wonder which game it was where it just all went wrong for the fella. Because, like, he was actually playing well, and then, I don't know what happened to him.
Fucking Marwan Fellaini and Schneiderlin got in ahead of him, and that was enough to break any man's confidence.
I guess so. Right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Right, good luck.
I'll see you after.
Bye.
Haz,
What?
did you say something?
I said bye.
Alright, I thought you were yelling at me.
Oh.
What the fuck is this fella shouting about now? Like, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good luck.